What is up, everybody? Taylor Sleaford here, and in today's video, I'm gonna give you guys 4 steps to achieve anything. Whatever your goal is, these tips are gonna help you stay on track and actualize these goals, okay? And the theme of today is tiny habits. We're gonna use the principle of tiny habits to help you achieve your goals, okay? So whether you have a new goal or maybe you have a bad habit that you're trying to get rid of, this is gonna help you. Okay, so step 1 when it comes to our goals, when it comes to achieving success, is actually creating habits, right? It's about things that you do on a regular basis. So most people, when it comes to new habits, they try to use motivation. They try to just will themselves to do these things. And the easiest way to get started is through what we call an anchor point, okay? This is something you already do in your daily life, or maybe is a bad habit, right? Something that you're trying to break. So to start off with, to pick this anchor point, think about something you do every single day that is routine, that you don't even think about, right? How do you start your day off? Is it drinking coffee every morning? I know that's what I do. Or brushing your teeth, or it could be taking out the trash. Whatever it looks like, we wanna start with that old habit, okay? So let's say, for example, we are trying to read more throughout our day, right? We have a new goal this year to read more. We're trying to read on a regular basis. Well, instead of just saying, I'm gonna read, every single day, let's find that anchor point. So for this example, we use drinking coffee. So every morning, as you're drinking that cup of coffee, that's your anchor point. That's when you're gonna start reading more. That's when you're gonna add the new habit, okay? And that brings us to number 2, okay? The tiny habit. This is very, very key to actually adding in that new habit, okay? So the new habit for this example is reading, right? The key is to start too small, okay? So if you're thinking about this and you wanna read more, what comes to mind? How often should you read every day? I do this all the time with clients, and usually what they say is, I'll read a chapter a day. And I'm like, no, that's way too much. We don't wanna bite off more than we can chew. They're like, okay, how about 10 pages? Nope, still too much. 5? Nope. We're gonna start with 1 sentence. Yep, that's right, 1 single sentence, right? The key is we wanna make it too easy. We wanna make it so simple that you can't help but do it, right? Because the odds are, we grab that cup of coffee, by the time we sit down, we open our book, we turn a light on to read, and we read 1 sentence, you're probably gonna read 2. Maybe you read a paragraph, a page, 5 pages, etc. But at the bare minimum, as long as you read that 1 sentence, that's a success. If you read that 1 sentence and you're like, you know what, I really don't want to read any more today, cool, you can close the book, set it down, and move on with your day. Because the key is about making it a habit. So we want to make it something that we can do every single day. So 14 days, 21 days, 30 days later, all of a sudden, your new routine is reading. It's something you do every day with coffee, okay? So that is the tiny habit, right? Make it too small. And then number 3, the next step is actually scheduling it. Right? So if it's something like reading, we can obviously do that every single day, right? But let's say that it's going to the gym, right? Or playing your guitar more, right? Maybe you want to do things that fill your cup. Let's actually put it on the calendar. Very few people I talk to actually schedule out their day or their week. So what I recommend is once a week, schedule out your entire week, take a look at what's going on, and then where can you plug and play these new habits that you want to create. Because if we don't actually put it on the calendar, if we don't write it down, if we don't make time for it, it's never gonna happen. So most people, when it comes to scheduling, they think about work activities, appointments, stuff like that. But even something as simple as going to the gym, put it on the calendar. After work, cool, I go to the gym. Then it's there, then it's there, you have time blocked out for it, and that will actually make it available and make it easier for you to do these things, these new habits, okay? And the 4th and final tip is celebrate yourself, right? Congratulate yourself. Too often, we don't celebrate our tiny wins, right? We've got tiny habits, let's create tiny wins, okay? So if you read that 1 sentence, congratulate yourself, right? You could tell yourself out loud, awesome job, you're great. Give yourself a pat on the back, maybe throw a 1-minute dance party. The same is true if you go to the gym, right? You meal prep all your food, whatever it is, celebrate yourself, congratulate yourself. And the reason this is important, 1, is to recognize yourself. But secondly, it is actually gonna rewire your brain. Subconsciously, it's gonna tell yourself that this is a good behavior, and we wanna repeat this behavior. So then, the more you congratulate yourself, the more subconsciously, you're just gonna wanna do it. It's gonna be easier to do, okay? So take these 4 tips, implement them in your life, and see how much easier it is to achieve your goals and have success. All right, guys, if you enjoyed that video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel to stay tuned with more topics like this. And if you guys are interested in working with me and getting some coaching, I'm gonna leave a link below to my website and my Instagram handle, and you guys can send me a message to connect further.